for all of us, this is such these roles that we're all playing, whether it's, behind the scenes or in front of the camera, they're all so vital to the story. Like we've been saying from the beginning, I just feel like so much of this is going to be one day we don't have the money, one day we do have the money, and boom, we're in it. There are some challenges that I definitely thought were going to be hard that I'm realizing are very hard, right? And that's like casting, right? Getting your name actors is so challenging. I think when we first started the process, we thought, great, we'll just cast a movie and we'll get all these people to love the project and trust us, and then we're going to get $1 million. And that's just not the case, and it's just not the reality of it.
What I see now is that $1 million is to raise 100,000. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter how good is the project. It's very difficult to raise money. It's very difficult to find someone that believes in the project. If you think the last Oscar that we just saw, The Brutalist, which is a very low budget, it took 7 years. Anora, another movie that won a lot of awards, even them take 5 years to raise the money for that movie. And they are both independent and they're both low budget with an incredible project, but nobody wants to do it. The investor, they don't even care very much of the project. They really want to know what's the return. It's hard, no matter how much money you have to find. Because in this case, nobody is famous, nobody is from a family, known families, nobody is born millionaire, billionaire. So it's like we really put energy and effort and together.
People don't know how big of a village it takes to make a film happen. You need external production companies who align with your vision, who are willing to step in and say, hey, these are resources, this is the people we know, we want to make connections, we want to put you in touch with this contacts of ours. And it requires a lot of everyday skills to make a film, not just, make things look pretty or convey a story, but like, how do you sell a product? How do you talk to people? How do you network? And just convincing people to put their money into a project that it's done by very talented humans, but who don't probably have a huge resume just yet. People trusting that our talent, our story is enough for them to put their own money in.
In this case, it's hard because when you start and you're new and you want to do a project, you want to do meaningful project like this one, they want you to make a movie with 1 million or 3 million, but they want the big name attached. A big name is already 10 million. So it's really, really difficult.
Investors tell you, I need you to have a name actor. And then a name actor tells you, well, I need you to have the money first. So it's like, what comes first? We have that back and forth with how do we balance the two? How do we actually get the money without the actor and then get the actor without the money? And when does that happen?
In the film industry, you want to have known names that can drive the film to places that rising actors can't get there yet. And in order to convince them, you also have to sell the film. The script will do its own talking, but the creative vision, our DPs, our director, our other executive producers, their job is to really create this package and sell it.
What we've learned is that it's going to work in a hybrid way, and we're going to have to make it work. We had to find the right person to give us the first little bit of money to get the ball rolling, and then we got to find our first actor.
¿Qué me dejaste aquí para morir? No soy un buen chico.
From the very beginning of the film till the moment of your death, this movie is Jose Luis's movie. It's not Pammy's movie yet. My fear is that people are going to look at Jose Luis as just like is he just a stereotype of Latin American people, Latin American migrants? No, he's not. He's much more layered, but it's going to be up to you to show the layers. That's why Jose Luis is number 2 on the sheet, you know what I mean? It's because of that reason.
I've been with Backyard Desert from the very beginning, back in 2018. It was a play, then we did a short film version of it that did a few rounds of festivals, and then now we're doing our feature film.
And having that moment where you both just look at each other, right? Because Pammy walks away, she's trying not to face him. She's trying to literally ignore the the noise. You know what I mean? You're recapping this experience in such a deep-rooted way that just, you know, keep that with you. Because again, this is where the film differs so much from the play, where it's like in the play there's this pace that we need to reach because it's theater and there's, you know, there's a boom boom, you know, a sort of level of talking. Here there's switches that need to happen for us to feel it, for it to come from being in person, on a camera, in an editing room, on screen, and to someone's hearts and minds. It's so many steps. You have to do so much work there to be able to get to that, reach that audience member. Because it's not just about how you're performing that for the camera. It's like that, what you really feel deep inside of you.
Every iteration of the project requires me to go even deeper for Jose Luis. The Jose Luis I played 7 years ago will be very different from the Jose Luis I will be playing this time around. Because I'm bringing myself into the character. In the span of 7 years, I have also changed as a person. Do you know why I came to America? I wanted to change my life.
I don't know if I've seen this before from you, maybe I have, but I really saw it in a different way this time. It was like you begging for her to like just either arrest you or help you or anything. The way you kind of gave us that just felt like, yeah, that's if that doesn't tell you.
It's like you win.
Yeah.
You want to throw me out,
You
but
won.
I just want to see my family.
Yeah, and if that doesn't tell you the immigrant story, then I don't know what does. How can we show that optimistic Jose Luis even through this? Because those moments, if you can really think about those moments ahead of time, the way they're going to play on screen is going to help the audience sell Jose Luis in a really, really nice, thoughtful way. Because there's something also to be said about this script about like how immigrants are so tough and so strong in a way that I think people who grow up not having to make a major trek like this or a major change in their life, they don't have to ever be that kind of a strong. I'm not saying that they're not strong, it's just, you know, it's a different kind of strength that they need in their life. But even what you did, even just you leaving Colombia and coming to New York, it's a strength that I will never know because I grew up here.
I think Jose Luis and Juanes are both big dreamers, and I've been tapping into that. I think I can relate to having a future, a picture of a future that you just don't know if it's possible. I'm an immigrant myself. I moved here from Colombia about 10 years ago now. I can relate to the idea of leaving your place of birth for a better future. So just holding on to that dream, seeing it in my head so clearly, daydreaming, and wanting to bring my family along with me in that journey, I think that's where I tap in the most. And seeing people that look like me, that sound like me, struggling just to be in this country and not having a voice. And I feel very blessed to be able to bring some of their stories into mainstream media and really tell the people who are not familiar with them that they also have a story to tell, and a very important one.